we get going now. Sorry for that thing, but yeah. Mario Kart music then for the start of the race. Equasar leading easily into turn 1. Joseph Vesely on P2. Followed by Pitbull Noe, who's got a 3-second time penalty up into P4 of the race. We got Equasar in the lead of the race, followed by Joseph Vesely, followed by Pitbull, followed by AJ. Jordi now moves up into P4. What a start from Jordi here. Gonna have to start seeing some good moves, I think, in the race. I think it's gonna be quite fun racing. Jordi defending from AJ. AJ around the outside. Meanwhile, Equasar leads, followed from Joseph Vesely. We got a little bit of the telemetry data here. In the lead of the race, Equasar followed by Joseph. Equasar that's flying at the moment, but now Joseph will try and close up the gap with the battery, with the straight line mode. Is right at the back of him. Pitbull is going to be attacked by Jordi now. There goes Jordi. Pitbull has a lot of more battery than Jordi. Is going to let him go. They're going to Jojo, I guess. And here comes AJ. Down the side with a golden mushroom. But he goes a little bit deep off the road there. We get a little bit of damage there from one of the guys. Equasar leading the race. Let's hope the blue shell won't hit him. Joseph Vesely right at the back of him. There comes Pitbull. Around the outside, defending from Jordi. Jordi getting the move done there, has a little bit of a mushroom there. But now Pitbull has a golden mushroom, which lasts a little bit more. And he moves up into P3 of the race. Too many Mario Kart words I'm using here, because yeah, we're watching Mario Kart racing actually. He's trained here for P3 of the race. Pitbull could be getting his first podium in the story of the league. There goes Jay Vesely battling against AJ. This race has actually been very fun. Only to be 9 drivers. It's Mario Kart. Mario Kart is fun with low number of drivers. There goes Jay Vesely defending from AJ. AJ will be staying at the back of him. He's gonna be trying to get on the slipstream. And yeah, Mario Kart does have slipstream as well. Get AJ now with mushroom against Wilco. Motorway, who's got, I think, has run out of mushrooms now. And now comes AJ to attack Wilco down the inside. Next target might be Joseph Vesely. AJ forces him a little bit off the road there. Let's be careful with green shells as well. And now there goes Motorway, who picked an item. No, he hasn't picked an item. He's still at the back in P8 of the race. Motorway battling against AJ. He hits him with a red shell. Tries to hit him with a red shell, but he has a banana at the back. So he will be able to defend from that attack from Motorway. Motorway now defending the inside from Wilco. AJ has saved one red mushroom to defend against Motorway, but he's deploying it now. Motorway has no item, which will allow Wilco, who's got a golden mushroom, to try and attack him and take the place. But now he makes a mistake. His light's a little bit off there, and that's going to cost him a little bit of time. We're going to have a nice fight here at the back. We follow now Jay Vesely right at the back of Jordi. Is going to use that golden mushroom now to get the overtake done around the outside. Gets the move done very, very... Oh, banging a little bit of wheels go the two of them. He tried to put a green shell on him. It didn't really work that badly. He was able to not be spun into the wall with that. And now Jordi's picked an item. But no, he didn't pick an item. Jay Vesely still in front. And now we get Motorway right at the back of Jordi. Motorway goes down the inside. He's going to try and get the overtake done. Jordi leaves the room for him. There's a nice battle here for P4 of the race between Motorway and Jordi. Motorway manages to stay in front. Stays in P4 of the race, but there goes Jordi. Doesn't want to give up. But Motorway now in much better tires than the man on the Audi. We get now the battle between Motorway and Jay Vesely for that P3 of the race. Jay Vesely is sticking there into that P3 at the moment. There goes Motorway down the inside. He's going to try and get the overtake done. He's going to deploy now his mushroom around the outside. Jay Vesely has a golden mushroom. It's not going to be easy to overtake him. No, down the inside goes Motorway. Down the inside goes Motorway. That's a very nice move. More of an F1 move than a Mario Kart move, what we've seen from Motorway now. Jordi getting the overtake done against AJ. AJ defending around the outside. Nice defense from the man in the Red Bull. We're gonna see these two go side by side. Now goes into clipping mode. Seems the lightning has struck AJ, but it's not enough. He suddenly grows big once again and will be able to stay in front of Jordi, but Jordi actually has no mushroom to deploy in the main straight. AJ actually has a massive golden mushroom there to deploy in the main straight, so don't expect Jordi to get past the man on the Red Bull. Definitely pick the better strategy. Down the inside, tries to go Motorway, doing an F1 move in a Mario Kart game. Nice move there from Motorway down the inside, in the same place he did before. Battle between the number 2 drivers of each team, of Aston Martin and Williams. That's fun. I'm sorry if I offended someone by saying that. Maybe Motorway will prove he's the number 1 driver and is gonna school Mr. Pitbull on this season. We'll see if that will happen, but yeah, maybe Motorway is gonna take the lead of the team now. Where is that? I think that's Jordi. I think that's Jordi, and here comes Noe. Noe down the inside is gonna get the overtake done against Jordi. Jordi is gonna try and get the overtake done around the outside, gonna try and retake the place, and manages to do so, does he? Yes, he does. Jordi up now into P8 of the race. Wilco now will stay at the back of AJ. AJ having a little bit of a slide. He's hit a banana there on track, but not enough for Wilco to get the overtake done. Wilco is now going to try and get the overtake done, maybe down the inside. Nice switch back there from Wilco. Now depends if he does have... Oh! Banging of wheels there in middle of the straight. Wilco hitting a little bit the car there of AJ. AJ now drops down to P7 of the race. Wilco already 12 seconds behind Pitbull. We get AJ battling against Wilco as well. There goes AJ with the golden mushroom around the outside, and it's gonna get the overtake done. We got Noe now with the mushroom as well. No, he's got no mushroom, but he's gonna try and send it down the inside. There goes Jordi going defensive. Defensive position, a great fight here. Now we've got a photo. Wilco at the back of AJ. No move will be done here, but then maybe we get a move from Noe. No, he's run out of items. No more items to deploy. Jordi gets another penalty. Now there goes Wilco, and is not going to be deploying his mushroom. He's just using the slipstream. He won't send it down the inside. Both with items to deploy in the main straight. Here comes Wilco, and is going to deploy now his triple mushroom to try and get the overtake done. But AJ will defend with his golden mushroom. Who's going to be in front here? There goes AJ. There goes Wilco. There goes Wilco. Goes defense and locks up the tires massively, AJ, but manages to stay in front. He has saved a massive amount of battery. He has still that golden mushroom. Now deploying the triple mushroom goes Mr. Wilco. And around the outside goes Wilco's gonna get the overtake done. No, down the inside goes AJ. Nice defense there from the man in the Red Bull. And Noe sticking at the back. Jordi's hit a banana peel there. Goes a little bit off the road. Cut a little bit of the track there. Now Noe cuts the track as well. Both cutting tracks. What is going on here? I think Jordi has no front wing. Yeah, he's had a little damage in the wing there. He's been hit by a green shell possibly. Side by side go the two of them into the turn 10 corner. Now deploying both their mushrooms into the straight. Both Equator and Joseph Vessel into the pit lane. Jordi will stay in front. Wilco right at the back of... AJ is staying at the back of him to get a nice fight into the next lap. AJ with all their tires managing to defend Wilco very well. He's been using very well his items. Motorway has no defense against Mr. Pokemon. Coming into the main straight, there goes the Pokemon using those mushrooms to close up the gap to Motorway. Not yet will attack he, the man on the Williams. Motorway sticks to his lead of the race, but here comes the Pokemon that shouldn't be part of Mario Kart. Well, it's not part of Mario Kart, but I'm happy to have Pokemon in Mario Kart. It's a nice combination, especially if the Pokemon is an IOR champion like Equasar. So yeah, this a crossover between Pokemon and Mario Kart is great in my opinion. It's good to have a Pokemon leading the race and a Pokemon that possibly will win the race, and who knows, possibly will win the championship as well. Mr. Pokemon getting the overtake done against Motorway here. Easy move against the blue car, the Williams car. Is not doing so. Motorway saving the battery at the moment. There goes Motorway right at the back of Pitbull. Pitbull getting a very poor exit there into the final corner. This is going to be a nice move even without a mushroom, or is it not going to be? They're going to the main straight, they go. There goes Motorway, is gonna get the overtake done against his own teammate. Down the inside goes Motorway, I think, yeah, Pitbull didn't even try to defend it. No, he's not actually, yeah, no, he didn't try to defend it. There goes Motorway up into P3 of the race, with no real opposition from part of Pitbull. And now Motorway can just deploy that extra battery from the boost mode against his own teammate Motorway. There goes Pitbull, is gonna take the place back once again. Motorway with the fresher tire is gonna attack once again. Set up strategy to get boost mode, the two of them. Did it work? No, it didn't work. Motorway didn't get the boost mode. It's Pitbull who got the boost mode. And this is just gonna cost them more time against Jay Vesely. This is some disaster class Williams strategy, I would say right now. Maybe they're just gonna try and do a sign Singapore 2023. I don't know if that's the plan, but I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Now Jay Vesely is going to be trying to close up the gap. Pitbull gets a 10-second time penalty for spinning in the pit lane. That's very, very unfortunate for him. Maybe he should have just tried to stay out. Like I said, he actually was having some really strong pace against Jay Vesely. Maybe he had a little chance, unless the tires were about to blow up, then that's a different story. Degradation in Bahrain is kind of high. Gonna go on with Equasur then for the last meters of this Bahrain GP. New regulations, Mario Kart regulations. Equasur didn't really have to fight anyone through the whole race. Had Joseph at his boost for a little bit of time, then quickly opened the gap. Just had to manage the battery, manage the tires, and now Equasur will come to win the first race of the season. Let's not forget about Motorway. Motorway who's coming here to Bahrain to take his first podium in his IOR career. Had a pretty hard season last one. Did some great races, a couple of them. Never got close to being on the podium, but today he's picked up that first podium of the season.